I forgot I have a blister on my foot. I'm gonna have to go put a band-aid on. The shoes I wore to church on Sunday, that I've worn a few times without a problem, suddenly rubbed the back of my foot so bad to the point it bled, which is very unhelpful. Now I need to go and farm. My least favourite time of the month right now, and I'm just wondering, when is it going to end? As in, when is it going to end forever? Isn't it long enough? Like, how many years has it been? You know, like, it's nearly been 30 years. Come on. Come on, nature. Need my drink bottle. Oh, my foot's still hurting a bit. Oh, haha. I'm very unorganised today, but it's not just the fact that I'm unorganised. I am procrastinating because I just don't feel like it today. What I want to do is lay on the couch and eat chocolate and drink hot chocolate and watch Bridgerton. That's what I want to do. But the only thing stopping me from doing that is the fact that the new Bridgerton season isn't out yet, so I can't do it. Anyway, I've got to go do this job now. It is a nice day. It's going to be very hot. Oh, I have no gloves. I'm pretty sure this is the universe telling me, just lay on the couch today. And the reason I have the door locked is because I'm all the way out in the paddock. If someone came to the house, they could just go in. Okay, let's find these gloves. No, where are they? Not in there. I think once I get out there and get into it, it'll be okay. But the other part of it is I'm cleaning up today after all of that seed starting and planting. But at least I'm working out here and it's real pretty. I'll show you. Look at that. I do wish I got out here a bit earlier, but at least I'm here. I have a good idea. Let's procrastinate a little bit more. What I'm going to do right now is show you some of the flowers I want to grow more of next season and the flowers I don't want to grow more of next season. Okay? Let's play a game. See all these dahlias? Do you think I want to grow more or less? I'll give you a second. Okay, time's up. I think I want to grow less. I need to think this through because with the Dahlia Tuber sale, I'm considering only offering mystery packs because it's just so fun. And if life doesn't have a little bit of mystery, I know people are so hung up on their unicorns and picking out the tubers that, you know, they must have and curating their garden. But isn't it fun sometimes to just not know what you're getting? You might get something amazing that you never would have chosen, and you never would have grown it because you wouldn't have known how beautiful it was until you saw it. Because I'm getting messages from people, they're sending me the pictures of their dahlias and saying, which one is this, which one is this? And they're having so much fun. So if you're someone who did buy a mystery pack, let me know what you think of that idea. Anyway, back to the dahlias. The comments are going to go crazy when I say this because this is not going to be an agreeable comment. But dahlias are pretty, beautiful to look at. They're extremely labour intensive and they honestly don't make a lot of money unless you're selling tubers. I don't put many, I've been using dahlias, but I would rather use other flower heads because their vase life isn't good. I mean, I've been experimenting all season. I am putting a video out soon. I have got it to the point where the vase life is pretty good, like about at least 7 days for most dahlias, right? And you can pick them from closed. Just stay tuned, subscribe if you don't want to miss that video, it's coming. I just have a few more experiments I want to run, so the video is really good, lots of information, and hopefully answers questions so you don't leave the video with more questions. Okay, I don't know where I stand on this, and I wish we could have an actual like round table discussion, and maybe I should do that. Maybe I should collect a few other flower farmers and we have a round table discussion about dahlias. Because I mean, in all honesty, when I'm pricing them out in a bouquet, I'm putting them at $1 a head because they're just they grow so fast and they are like not the best vase life. I don't see them as high quality flowers, let me just say that. I kind of need to have this amount of dahlias in to produce the tubers if I'm going to continue the tuber sales. So I think this year, if I do these mystery packs, and it goes really well, then you'll see a lot of dahlias. If it doesn't, then I may not be very interested in planting so many dahlias next year. I've been picking from this stage and getting them to open. Hi. My phone just filled up. I just spent almost an hour inside transferring files. So the weather now looks a little bit different out here because it's a bit brighter. Anyway, getting back to this, the things that I will or won't grow again. Let's keep going. Marigolds. These are a yes. I just love them. They have the most amazing vase life. Moroni loves them too. These are the African ones and they've just got the biggest, fluffiest heads. And this lemony yellow colour is so pretty. So some people don't like marigolds because of the scent, but if you strip all the leaves off the stems, it dramatically reduces the scent. It's still there a tiny bit, but nowhere near as pungent as it otherwise is. And I guess because Moroni is Mexican, it reminds me of Mexico. I like it. I just think they're a happy plant and they're edible. So we use them in food, like in dishes and stuff. But I do like to pop them through a bouquet for a pop of yellow or a pop of orange. For me, they're just a really nice secondary flower. Tansy. I would like to stop growing it, but it's everywhere. It just sort of has gone crazy. We've got chrysanthemums. They're a yes. I want to put more of those in. Very seasonal though. We will only have flowers sort of towards the, late autumn. But that's how we are trimming them because we want them for Mother's Day. But I'm really, really loving seasonal flowers, like very specific seasonal flowers now, because it gives us something different each time of year. Zinnias are a tough one. I am not the hugest fan of them, but these Benary's Giants I'm really loving. Like, they're beautiful. And I'm actually really liking the Queen Limes. They're very pretty too. I don't use a lot of zinnias, but I think I'll always have them. And I really am loving these two varieties. But something else that I want to absolutely grow more of is the amaranth. And this is the hot biscuit. It is just probably one of my favorite things right now. The color looks so beautiful up against all the other colors, the bright colors. So this can go with bright, or it can go with more muted tones. It is so versatile. I of course love Coral Fountain, but I didn't weed this patch properly, so I lost most of those plants. And then I've got, I can't remember what the name of this one is. What is it? Do I still have it there? Velvet Curtain. I do really like it, but not as much as Hot Biscuit. The Velvet Curtain variety does get a little bit lost in bouquets, but it is more of a subtle look. I had it in a bouquet on the weekend. And you don't notice so much it's there until you're kind of looking closely, whereas the Hot Biscuit, you see it. I'm going to have another unpopular opinion. So sunflowers, we used to grow lots of them when we were selling roadside, This year we had trouble with the seeds. They just wouldn't germinate. This is the only patch that we've really had that have done very good on those new seeds. I have a new batch and they've germinated, but I reckon I bought about 2,000 seeds and the whole batch was no good. So anyway, despite that, it has kind of shown us we can live without sunflowers. But now that we're not selling roadside, the market for them has changed. Roadside, if we sold the huge, big, giant heads, people went crazy for them. They'd just all sell out. The few sunflowers we've had this season haven't sold as well. So up at the servo, selling them and popping them in bouquets, people are paying a lot of money online. Like when they purchase an arrangement online and we deliver it, they're paying a lot of money. And oftentimes the sunflowers look a little bit cheap. So I'm not sure where we're going with that. I think what we'll do is we'll continue it, but there won't be as many sunflowers as what we've done in the past. So we won't be planting entire rows every 2 weeks, maybe third rows every 2 weeks, just so we have a little bit continuing throughout the season. I really, really, really would like to try the giant sunflowers up at the servo, but I don't think we're going to get any this season for me to trial that. So I'll have to trial that next season. It does suck a little bit. But yeah, sunflowers are just another one of those ones I'm not wholly convinced on. Something else is you heard me talk about the Rudbeckia. Yeah, that's an unpopular opinion as well. I just don't love it I don't love it for floristry, to be honest. And I guess that's just my personal opinion. But I think it is really cute as a, sort of like a meadowy sort of cottage garden or picking garden flower if you want to put it in a vase on your table as a less formal sort of thing. I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. Scabiosa, so this is the pincushion one. I think it's very pretty, very interesting, but for me it's not a great cut flower. I think it's something better just to have in the house garden. I will grow it again just to double check that I am not hating it. I mean, it looks good once it's at this point, but before it actually opens out, so spiky, that thing next to it, before it's opened out, I don't know, to me it's just too short of a life to really want to enjoy that too much. What else have we got out here? Well, you know what I'm really hoping that I'll be growing again? And the reason I'm saying I'm hoping is because at this point I don't know how they're going to sell. But those little mini white pumpkins, they were fun. Like a really fun, cute little thing to grow. They are almost finished. I need to come in and pick them. I'm trying to keep picking them when they're tiny because they're a bit easier to pop through bouquets. Once they get bigger, they get a bit too heavy. Might work on that today, come and harvest them. I did pop in some new plants that are only just starting to take off. I think we'll get a frost before we get too much off those. It's coming into the season now where I'm testing them. So far people are a little bit fascinated. You know what I did for church? I've got some other corn. It's got really huge, big, long leaves, bigger than these, longer than these. I actually added some into the bouquet and it looked really cool. And this corn tastes so good, like amazing. We ate some last night. So corn is 100% staying there. That's where I've pulled it apart. So for now, that's enough of a walkthrough of flowers that I'm loving. Because bad news is I've got to go do some work now. feeling a bit hot now. I'm pretty red. So as you saw, I've mounded up these last 2 rows. They actually need amendments, like some compost and stuff. But I've just got them made neat and tidy so the grass doesn't start heading in again too quickly. I need to come out here and water. The cauliflowers are still alive. It looks nicer. It's going to get mowed. I think Moroni's going to do it for me maybe today or tomorrow. So I need to weed this row, the back of this one, and do a harvest and a clean up in here. Other than that, I have just picked up all the weeds, rocks, anything that can hit the lawnmower so that it's just a bit more of an easy mow. And sometimes I get asked, why do we have the grass everywhere? Why don't we use the landscape fabric? So there's a couple of reasons. Number one, we really like the look of the grass. And I have photography clients that come out to the house. They want photos in the flower field. If I had that black plastic everywhere, it's not going to look very good. Photos actually look really good when the landscape's a little bit ratty and wild. I like that. A lot of people do. Probably a more logistical, no, what would I say? Probably a more scientific reason is grass has a cooling effect. So if we had black plastic everywhere, it's so hot. Yes, we could mulch it all, but then you start to get to the point where what was the point of it if you've then got to cover it up with something else? It also ruins the soil underneath the plastic. I know that they're breathable, I know the water goes through, but it's just not the same. The ground compacts under those plastics, and it doesn't stop our grass anyway. Oh, I'm so hot. So that's why. But yeah, the main reason is we just like the look of the grass. Will we keep it like this forever? I don't know. Sometimes I have wondered if we turn each plot into one big bed so we don't have grass rows, the whole thing is just soil. And then we have more flexibility with where our rows are. Maybe sometime in the future, but not yet. We're finding it pretty easy to keep it like this and just run our string lines and keep everything tidy. Look what I found. It's one of those Portaluca succulents. I had it here last year, so the seed must have fallen. I love little things like that you just see popping up. Hello. Are you going to whippersnip? Mm-hmm. Yay!
I want to whippersnip with 35 degrees.
I know. But it doesn't quite feel as hot as usual, do you think?
Waiting.
I feel like the sun doesn't feel it as intense.
Okay.
What do you think?
Probably because we are changing into autumn. How about just using this?
This one's not a good example because I haven't weeded. But all of plot 1 has been done. And look at it, it looks so good. But I have to call it a day.